Namaste everyone, welcome to Udayas Classroom, vlog number 13. In this video, we are going to confer the significance or need of the principles of management. Why we need to learn about the principles of management? Because it is very important for the managers to learn about the principles of management because they are the backbone of the organization. All the managers are really the backbone for the organization because if they take any decision wrongly, it will affect the growth of the organization very badly. If the managers know more about the principles of management, they can take their decision wisely and it will be useful for the organization growth too. Come, let us get started with the class. Need or significance of principles of management. Let's see the first topic, providing managers with useful insights into reality, which means this managing principles provides the information regarding the management and it will give the knowledge for the managers. Management principles provides the required knowledge and understanding for the managers. Analyze different situations and apply their knowledge according to the need. So after understanding about the principles of management, the managers can analyze the situations and according to the situation, they can use the principles of management. Learn from their past mistakes and accordingly take decisions. It's a propensity of any human. They always will learn from their past mistakes. If we say don't do this means they will not listen. If they do, if they commit mistakes, they will understand and then they will stop doing the mistake. The same thing will happen in an organization too. So the managers will learn from their past mistakes and they will rectify in their future and accordingly they take decisions in an organization. Let's move on to the next heading, optimum utilization of resources and effective administration. So what the managers has to do in an organization, they have to utilize the resources, physical resources and human resources which is present in an organization effectively in order to attain the objective of the organization efficiently. Management principle helps in the optimum utilization of resources. Optimum means best utilization of resources in an organization. And the next is all the physical and human resource, HR human resource, put to use in such a way that maximum benefits are derived at minimum cost. So we have to attain maximum benefits with the minimum cost using the physical resources present in an organization. And the next subheading is scientific decisions or approach. We can use as scientific approach or scientific decisions. Both are correct. So the first point is management principles are based on detailed assessment and logical approach to a given situations, which means the management principles will help the managers to analyze the situations and they can take the decision in a rational way. That means logically they can take decisions in an organization and they can approach the situation very wisely. And the next point is management principles are unbiased, which means it's free from bias. The partiality will not be there in the management principles. Next point, provide a logical and scientific approach to decision making for different managerial situations. We people will not accept any solution which does not contain logical things, right? So we always expect some logical things when we receive some solution from someone. So the managers also have to take very logical decision in an organization, and the decision should have some scientific reasons. So this managerial principle will help the managers to tackle the situation in a nice way. The significance of principles of management is meeting changing environment requirements. That is, the managers have to make changes in the organization according to changes taking place in the business environment. If the managers are not ready to change according to the business environment, they cannot survive for a long time. So in order to survive for a long time, the management and the managers have to take up they have to change according to the need of the environment. Then it helps, that is the management principles helps in implementing the changes in the organization according to the situations. So if the managers are well versed with the principles of management, they can easily apply the principles in the changing environment. Let's move on to the next subheading, fulfilling social responsibility. About the social responsibility, about CSR, we have discussed in detail with the previous chapter, but still I can explain now. All business organizations are part and parcel of the society. Once the business started in the society, they'll become the part and parcel of the society. They have to fulfill the social responsibility in the organization. So all business organizations are part of the society, and they have to fulfill their responsibilities towards the society. So in order to fulfill their social responsibility towards the society, these principles are helping for the managers. Also, principles of management ensure fair treatment and justice towards the workers and employees of the business organization. If the managers are well versed with the principles of management, not only towards the society, towards the employees who are all working in the organization, they will give a fair treatment. How they can give fair treatment? If the employees are working in a manufacturing company where they have more uh, uh, danger zone of giving proper uniform, gloves, all other things are coming under the social responsibilities only. The employees who are all working in the organization, they should have a proper and protected environment. And the next significance is management training, education and research. Management principles act as a base for doing research and development in the field of management. The management principles act as a base. Keeping this management principles as a base, still people are doing deep research work on the principles. The principles are not stopped with the particular point. It is, the research work is continuing still. It is basis on which managers develop their understanding and take decisions. So understanding the management principles, the managers can take decisions. Various management institutes are step up across the country which enable the aspirants, that means who wish to become a manager, they can undertake management courses. So if the people are really to become a good manager, they have to take this particular course as a professional course, and they have to learn these courses. For example, MBA, BBA also teach these principles as part of their curriculum at the beginner's level. So still the research work is going based on these principles only. You can ask me, you are talking about principle, but still you did not tell anything about the principle. Before we learn anything, any important content, first we need to understand its importance, its characteristics and its features and its nature. Then after that we can learn in depth. So in the forthcoming chapters we are going to learn the principles of management and the important people who have done a deep research in the principles. Now I'll tell you simple management things, how it is happening in this present 21st century. You can take a note now. Management in 21st century. Management practices keep on changing. For example, the management principles are not same. That means the management principle practices are not same like how it was in the 20th century. And it is quite different from those in the 19th century, 18th century. Now in this 21st century, that is entirely different. Because every one decade, that is every 10 years, this practices keep on changing. Why these changes are taking place? Because the prime movers of such a change are globalization, liberalization, and increasing use of information technology in business operations. Now in this curve also you can understand information technology playing a vital role. Many people and many institutions started taking online courses. So IT playing a vital role in this 21st century. So that is the reason why every one decade this practices all kept on changing. During the first few decades of 21st century, management practices will be dominated by 5 major features. So the first feature is global operations, and the second one is networked organization, and the third one is changing workforce profile, and the fourth one is increasing role of women employees, and the last changing workplace practices. Let me explain you one by one. The first, global operations. So under the global operations, what are all the things coming? With liberalization in economy, globalization of world economy has come into existence. Now the whole world is treated as a global village. Because of this feature, most of the large organizations have global operations. And the next feature is networked organization. Networked organizations are replacing traditional organizations. So how people traditionally worked in the organization, that is all replaced by this networked organization. A networked organization is one whose various parts are interconnected through IT, information technology. The networked organization has given the concept of virtual office. Now the teaching taking place, what I am doing is virtual teaching. So virtual office in which there is no physical office, there will not be any physical office at all. Office people do not come in the office. They perform their work from their homes or other places of their liking. Wherever they like, they will sit and work. You can see software people even sitting at home keeping laptop, they are working for their IT companies. In networked organizations, traditional hierarchy of superiors and subordinates does not exist how it was happening in the traditional organizations. There will not be any superiors or hierarchy at all. Coordination is a coordination in a networked organization is quite tedious, particularly for those managers who rely on traditional hierarchy. So naturally the hierarchy will changes. The importance of hierarchy will come down slowly. And the third feature, how it is changing in the 21st century is changing workforce profile. There is a change in workforce profile. Presently, more employees are knowledge workers. They believe in having multi-skills. They are of comparatively lower age. During 1990, the average age of Indian chief executives was about 60 years. In 2000 it was about 55 years and presently it is 47 years. So the CEOs are coming down to the age of 47 now. So they have westernized lifestyles and have high expectations from their work, not only in terms of financial package but in terms of autonomy in functioning. Managing such a workforce is very challenging for managers. And the fourth one, increasing role of women employees. Nowadays, the role of women employees are rapidly increasing. Over a period of time, the role of women employees has increased and now it is increasing at a faster pace, faster speed. Many Indian women have occupied the position of chief executives. For example, Indra Nooyi, CEO of PepsiCo USA, and Chandra Kocchar, CEO of ICICI Bank. While increasing role of women employees is a welcome feature because it creates workforce diversity which leads to more creativity, this creates two types of problems. First, male employees hardly reconcile with the idea of working under women employees. This is more prevalent in gender-biased countries like India. This is not my statement. This is according to the different surveys. Please don't scold me. And the second one is women employees tend to face sexual harassment at the workplace, which is prevailing in our country. Therefore, managers have to tackle these problems to get maximum possible productivity from women employees. I'll show you the CEO's images in the blog. You can see them. It is very important for everyone to understand about the people who are all CEO and about their profile with the minimal level we have to know. And the next feature is changing workplace practices. Workplace practices are changing in favor of employees. The future direction of such a change will be as follows. There will be more celebrations, music, poetry, etc. at work to provide creative moments in between the heavy flow of work. Employees will have flexi time option in which they may come to office at their own convenience and stay there so long as they wish, subject to putting minimum prescribed number of hours per week. The workplaces will be characterized by openness, speed of work, teamwork, flexibility for switching from a fast-track project to a slow-track project, emphasis on creativity in work performance, and minimum possible work rules. Managers have a challenge to create a work environment which is able to adapt to such changes. Owing to the above features, managers of the 21st century are quite different from their counterparts in the 20th century. So each and every century, lot of changing taking place regarding this management principles. With this, I'll end up the class today. I'll meet you in the next class. Till then, it's bye from Udaya.